and let's have a conversation. Keep it locked here on Good Night Biz Talk. All right. We are back. We are back again. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Good Night Biz Talk. All right. So let's get the mood going here. We're gonna get the mood going and just start the conversation. All right. So we are just glad to be here tonight, and we just we hope that uh, those of you that desire to really embark on some projects that you might be doing, or definitely if you are an individual that you are currently on a job, but you have just aspirations to become an entrepreneur, or you may be what they call a hybrid entrepreneur. You actually have a 9 to 5 and you are working your business too on the side, but eventually you're aspiring to be full time in your business. So this is dedicated for you. So we heard that term a few nights ago, and again, we want to just have a conversation about reference points. Now, have you ever taken a test and you wish that you had taken better notes? I'm not sure what's going on with my music. Y'all have to bear with me here. Having some technical difficulties here with my speaker. So, okay, we're going to keep it going. We're going to keep it going. We're going to keep the momentum going here. So, again, have you ever taken a test and you felt like, man, I wish I had taken better notes? And how about, were you the type of student that when your instructor, your teacher would say, you need to write this down, you need to write this term down, or they will reference something that you learn and they tell you to highlight it in your notes or mark it in your book or something because it's going to be on the test, and you just totally just ignored it because you may have been daydreaming? Let's just keep it real. You may have been daydreaming, or you might not have felt like being in class that day. You may have just didn't feel well and you weren't up on your game, and it showed when you got the results of your test. How about, are you the type of person that you'll get instruction, but you really won't give attention to detail of the instruction because you think I can do this, I got this, but in the end results, you see that maybe I did need a little help. Maybe I should have paid more attention to detail. Well, if you find that any of those scenarios fit your description, I want to encourage you not to take on that same mentality when you're trying to embark on entrepreneurship. Or if you have your startup and you begin to conduct business, you should have some some type of reference point, something that you can refer to, just like taking a test. You need to refer to the terms that you learn, just the instruction. If you're putting something together or you're doing something, you need to refer to instruction. You need to have some type of reference point, some type of guide that will help you to be on the right track with whatever it is that you're doing. And you will see, more likely you will see success in whatever it is you're doing, whether it is starting your startup or you're aspiring to be an entrepreneur and you just don't know quite what to do as far as your approaches. You need to get some reference points in place. So we just want to give you just a few tips. Just a few tips. If you are a new startup, you're about to embark on a business venture, or you are an aspiring entrepreneur and you wish to at some point leave that job and you want to shift from entrepreneur to entrepreneur, and you just need some ideas on some things. You need to get to, for one, you need to know what it is that you're doing, why you're doing it, and how you can do it. What, when, and why. You basically need to have an understanding of your industry or your platforms. You definitely need to know your avatar or your target market. You need to know who it is that you're reaching, the message that you have, the product, the service that you have. You want some type of reference point, something that will kind of guide you and just give you some idea of how to approach certain things. So here are just a few ideas, and this can work. Not only can it work for a current startup or a small business owner currently, but here's a strategy. Here's a power move. Even while you're still working, there's no rule that says that you can't embark on the industry that you desire to shift into. You can begin to start building your list building. Those that are familiar with digital marketing, you need to have basically it's your contacts that you have, that you build as you put yourself out there, and you get their emails or their phone numbers. You want to start out with the emails because everyone's not they're not just open to give you their telephone number, but definitely get their emails. And as you build, while you're building, even before you officially launch your business, you can be working things on the side and put your name out there and get to know people. You can network, go to events, even if it's virtual. Go to events, 10 events. Look at what your competitors are doing. People that are doing something similar that you're doing. You can see the do's and don'ts, and you can conduct a SWOT analysis. You can know the strengths, you can know the weaknesses, the opportunities, and the threats. You can do it not only for yourself, but you can do it for your competitors, and that will give you a reference point on what direction that you need to go to. So that's just, I'm doing what they say, you putting the cart before the horse. Thank you so much for joining in this for life. Is that Wilma Jean, Coach Wilma? Is that you? Thanks for joining. So here's just a few tips. just a few things that you can do to obtain a reference point, something you can refer to that can help put you in the right direction concerning your startup or your small business or your entrepreneurship. You know, you may be a coach, you may be an author, you may be a speaker, you may have a product or service, you may be connected to a non-profit, but whatever platform, whatever product and service that you have, you want to get an idea what your audience needs, because in the end results, we want to meet the needs of those that we are connected to. We want to meet their needs. We want to solve their problem, right? All right. Yes, that is you. All right, sis. Thanks so much for joining. And if you, one of the things too that you need is definitely a vision plan, a business plan, vision plan. And you want to see Wilma Jean Williams, aka Buddy's daughter, you can head on over to Vision Plan Institute or Marketplace Ministry Facebook group. Knock on a virtual door, and if you come correct, she'll let you in. But she can definitely help you with that. So one of the things that you can do, even if you say, look, I am not officially in business. You can do this even while you're still on your job, and you may have to sacrifice. I know you may come home at night because you're drained from working all day, dealing with all kind of personalities, dealing with situations, especially if you're in management. But you need to be ready to commit a few hours. If you can commit a few hours to your business, you'll be amazed at some of the things that you can do. And you can obtain that point of reference, get that point of reference, so you know that you can be headed in the right direction, and you may even avoid some pitfalls because you received the information that will help you make informed decisions. Okay, so, and you can't see it here, Mama Jane. And my Instagram fam, sorry about that. One day we're gonna have to put StreamYard on our phone so you can see it. But we have on the screen survey questions. Survey questions. You can just formulate some questions pertaining to your industry. Just get a feel what people are looking for, what they need. And just, you can put some questions out there. You can put some questions out there. You can do it low key on social media. You can ask a question. You know how, have you ever went to someone's page and they ask you a question and they said put a comment in below? Low key, that's some survey questions. Yes, it is. You're getting that point of reference that you need, so you know what's out there, what people are looking for. So definitely you can just come up with some survey questions. You can also interview someone in your industry. You can interview someone that maybe where you desire to get to, aspire to get to, and you know they can give you some insight, or someone that may be doing something similar that you're doing, and just get some insight. You can even while you're building your brand, you can even create a little low-key podcast. Okay, I shouldn't say low-key, but I say that because if you're not officially have informed your business though, but you can like build your brand, like who you are. Just get out there and just, you can even let people know this is just something that you're doing. You're just trying it out, and you can maybe get someone on, and y'all can have a conversation, and you can get the information you need. Plus, you're building, again, you want to build your audience, just letting people know who you are, what you're about, and you can increase that know, like, and trust factor. So as you increase that you'll have better chances of someone maybe possibly buying in to your product or service or your platform. And then you can also do some social listening. Shout out to Vanessa Collins of Vanessa Collins LLC and Digital Mastery Academy. She is a digital marketing expert. Yes, she is. She is. And she teaches her mentees as well. I'm one of her mentees. And she tells us we need to do some social listening, get in some of these Facebook groups, concerning, whatever it is, that whatever platform that you have, you want to reach your avatar, your target audience. Just listen out what some of the things that they're dealing with. And who knows, you might come up with a product or service that can answer their problem. You could be an answer to their problem and monetize that thing. Not only you're helping people and you're adding value, but you can monetize. You can monetize that thing. That's what we specialize in, is helping individuals meet and exceed their goals and using what's in their hands to monetize their passion. And so do some social listening, and just to get an idea possibly of some things that you can do in your business or not do, because you'll be amazed as you hear different people talk about their past experiences with individuals, if they were a coach or just anyone they're doing business with, and they weren't pleased with it, and they may share some of their stories. And definitely that social listening can pay off, and you can know for sure that is something that you can definitely make a detour and say, I am not headed in that direction, because I don't want that testimony to be something about my business. So yeah, get some social listening in, and just learn. All right, and you can do a beta test. A beta test, just something you may have an idea for, again, a product or service or a class, or just something that you desire to do, but you're not quite sure if people will buy into it. So just do a beta test. Just dummy up a class, or that's probably the wrong term to use, but just, do a mock, whatever it is, class or workshop or something like that. Again, even if you're not officially in business, but you do have interest, you can let people know up front, I am new to this industry and I'm just getting a feel. You might could do it for free and just get some idea of the different things that they need during the test, or you can make it just a minimal amount because it's a beta test. If you want to put some price tag to it, because you may need to offset some costs. It may be some costs that you will have to um, implement because you're putting it together. So just keep it at a minimal though, because it is a beta test, and you'll be surprised at the outcome, the data that you can achieve from that, and it can help you in the future when you really launch whatever it is that you're doing a beta test in, and you will definitely have more success. And then lastly, always get feedback and testimonials. If you decide, even if it's a beta test, or if you go ahead and launch something, always give feedback. I don't know if that's one word or two, but we put two words on there. Always give feedback or testimonials, same difference. Well, I guess feedback, no, feedback can be some constructive criticism. They can tell you, like, well, I like this part about it, but this part, not so sure. And then you can just tweak it. Just consider the data that you receive and those that apply to what you're doing, and you can definitely see the value in that feedback. Then you adjust accordingly. And then testimonials, you always want to get the praises, okay? Or you always just want to know how it's left a positive effect on someone, because that's all about you building your social presence. So having that data, that information that you can use when you are launching whatever it is, you can have those testimonials so people can see, oh, well, it must be something to whatever Wilma Jean is doing or Jacqueline's doing. So I may have to check them out. So again, feedback and testimonials, it's a good way to have a reference point, something that you can refer to. So hopefully these tips were helpful for you as you embark on your journey as a startup, as a new startup, whether you are a new startup or you're getting ready to become a startup business, or you aspire to be an entrepreneur. You can position yourself, you can leverage the data that you receive, the reference point that you have by doing these things. Again, quickly, survey questions, interview someone in your industry, social listening, beta test, whether it's a class or workshop or what have you, and feedback and testimonials. So try those things out and you'll be amazed at the information that you can find, the reference points that you can acquire that will help you moving forward in your goals for your startup or becoming an entrepreneur. All right, so hopefully that was helpful for you. And again, this was brought to you by the Power Moves Workshop. Yes, we're excited, which will be held on September 16th, 2021 at 7 p.m. Eastern. And we will be live on Zoom. And if you want to know more about it, just go to bit.ly/Power Moves Workshop. That's Power Moves with an S Workshop. We just want to share some different hacks that will help you overcome sabotaging behaviors and manage your time, making those boss moves that you need to make to get you to where you desire to be. Because if you're tired of working on someone else's dream and you're ready to work on yours, it is time for you to make some power moves. And some of the things that we shared tonight, those are power moves. Definitely, if you are still on a 9 to 5 and you're working your business, you can do all these things You can do it, but you just have to have that level of commitment and sacrifice and just pushing through the tiredness. Sometimes you got to push past whatever it is that you're doing or not doing and get it done. If you're tired and you're sitting on your hands, you got push past it. And some you gotta. I had a saying, but I'm trying to remember what it was. Push to push. Sometimes you gotta push to push. You just, you're pushing yourself, and you may feel like I have pushed myself to the limit. Sometimes you even have to push that. You got to go a little bit further, and it's worth it, because when you come on the other side of it, and you see that you add value to those that you've been assigned to, because we hold the belief that God has created us for a specific reason. And there's individuals that he's assigned us to. And so we definitely have to position ourselves and leverage some of the things that he's given us, he's equipped us with, so we can get to our destiny, hopefully our divine destiny. All right, well, blessings to you, and we are super duper excited again about the workshop, the Power Moves workshop. And again, if you are interested and you want to just know a little more and possibly register, go to bit.ly/Power Moves Workshop. Power Moves Workshop. And this is based from, and see, I always want to do this at the last minute and don't have my book right in my hand. Here it is. Ah, goodness gracious. It's based, the workshop is based from the chapter 8 of From Entrepreneur to Entrepreneur, Mindset Shift Blueprint to Your Divine Purpose. You definitely have to have a mindset shift, because becoming an entrepreneur, it is not for the faint of heart. And you got to push, press, and all that to get to, your ultimate goals that you want to see in your business. So chapter 8 is entitled Power Moves. And so we're basing a workshop from that. So we just want to just encourage individuals that are just ready to go to the next level. And we hope you will attend. And that's all we have tonight. So this has been Jacqueline Turnbow, aka Jacqueline Deneen, your partner on purpose, coming to you with Good Night Biz Talk. And remember, you can do that thing that God has specifically designed you to do. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it, Wilma Jean. Anyone else on that? I know people were popping in and out. Anyone that we can't see, and all our replay viewers, you have been born for such a time as this. This is your set time to shine. And why not gain that reference point that you need so you can make that power move and bring value to those that you've been called to serve. All right. God loves you more than you can ever know. Say yes to him today. Say yes to him today so you can live from the overflow and just be at your best. Because it's not about you. It is not about you. We've all been created for a specific reason, to bring light and love to those that God has assigned us to. We are to be light in this dark world. So it's time to get your message out, whatever that may be, because someone needs what you have. All right. That's it for Good Night Biz Talk, and we'll be back soon. We will be back soon. And thank you so much for joining. And always live on purpose. Share this out with your family, friends, and followers if you find value in it. And we'll be back. We'll be back. All right. Blessings to you.